So have you ever gotten in trouble and you were told not to do something again and you did it again and then you really got in trouble? There's a federal judge that is pretty hacked off with Carnival, and she's levied a huge threat. Let's talk about it right after this. Hey, what's up everybody? Tony with Lido, Loca. Welcome to the YouTube channel. If you like cruise news, cruise tips, consider subscribing with the notification bell on. We are on location. We are in St. Augustine, Florida. We are making our way down to Port Canaveral for our next cruise, getting ready to happen on the Carnival Breeze just tomorrow. But this story I could not pass up. It's blowing up all over the internet. It's getting a lot of good coverage, and I tell you what, my friend Don Terrace over at Don's Family Vacation did a really nice video breaking down kind of the details of what's going on in this case. I would recommend that. I'm just going to give you a short takeaway from what I've learned. Basically in 2017 there was a finding against Carnival for poor environmental practices, dumping gray water where they shouldn't dump gray water, plastics in the ocean, all kinds of things. And there was a settlement that was reached back in 2017 putting Carnival on a 5-year probation, and they had to follow a certain set of guidelines to not get in trouble again. Well, apparently the investigators in this case have continued to watch Carnival Cruise Lines, and they feel like Carnival has not kept up their end of the deal, and it is elevated to the point where this federal judge is really hacked off about it. She said that she feels like, and this is her quote, that Carnival has treated this like that it's just a gnat, like just the smallest speck. They're not taking it seriously, and so in order to make Carnival take it seriously, federal judge Patricia Seitz said, look, I'm not happy with the way that you're working with this agreement, and so if you don't clean up your act, we are going to not allow Carnival cruise ships to dock at US ports. That's what I could do. She's waved her mighty hand and said, look, this is what I could do to you because you're not complying with what you said you would comply to. I'm just not going to let any Carnival ships port in the United States. This is federal judge Patricia Seitz. It's huge, right? Jenny is a travel agent. She got calls yesterday. What does this mean for my Carnival cruise? Should I book with Carnival? Should I get travel insurance? What's going to happen? Can I get on the cruise ship? I don't know. I'm freaking out. So let me break it down. If Carnival is not complying and they're continuing to do these things that are harming the environment, they should get the smackdown put on them. The appeal is, Carnival, please do whatever you said you're going to do. Now, Carnival on their part, they've come out and said they've been misrepresented, mischaracterized, but it's going to play out. The prosecutors say we've got evidence of things not going the way they're supposed to go, that Carnival's not complying. Carnival says we are complying, we love the environment. That's going to play out, but here's what's going to happen. In June there's going to be a hearing. The judge has requested the top brass at Carnival to show up for this hearing, and at that point she's going to decide whether or not to ban Carnival from US ports. It's a scary situation. Now personally I don't think that that's going to happen. There's too much at stake, too many economies, too much tourism, but I think this is a wake-up call. This is like her waving the big stick saying, look, I could really put the smackdown on you. You need to take this seriously. And she sounds a little mad that they haven't taken it seriously. Now a lot of people already today are saying that the judge is overreaching. It's a scare tactic to frighten Carnival and to frighten the people that are going to cruise, and to putting pressure on Carnival. Maybe some of that is true. However, she's not just willy-nilly doing it, right? If she didn't feel like she had proper justification to say that you're not treating this seriously, I don't think she would do it. So there's a little bit to happen on both sides. I really hope that the judge relents and stops using this kind of language that's scary, that's scaring consumers out there, scaring cruisers. But at the same time, if there's things that Carnival needs to do to be compliant with the thing that they agreed they were going to do, please do that, because we don't want to see Carnival Cruising go away. It's the largest cruise corporation in the world as far as revenues goes. It's a super popular cruise line. I know so many people that are loyal to Carnival and all of its different cruise lines, and so it's an interesting situation. But I don't think at the end of the day they're actually going to block Carnival cruise ships from docking. I believe they could do that, but I think this is really the wake-up call, the ringing of the bell to say, look, we mean business. You didn't treat us seriously in 2017. You will treat us seriously. I think it's that kind of power play, and hopefully it all gets resolved. There's too much at stake. I mean, if you think about all the cruise ports, East Coast, West Coast, there's too much at stake. I can't see that happening. We're talking billions of dollars of revenue lost if they can't use the U.S. passenger. Question for the comments is this: when you hear that potentially a judge could stop Carnival from docking in the United States, does it not make you not want to book with Carnival? Does it worry you to the point where you're not booking cruises at all? Or do you feel like this will just pass? I feel like it'll just pass, but that's just my opinion. I would love to hear your opinion in the comments. Thanks for stopping by. Quick news story from on the road. It's almost cruise day for us, and but some interesting news breaking about Carnival Cruise Line. Consider subscribing to all of our social media and also this YouTube channel. This is Tony for Lido, Loca, and until the next time, we'll see you on the Lido.